home, and my drivers know, start the engine before we pray. They know. And I want you to learn that, because life today is so different. It's not the way we were raised with our parents. You are different, and we need to pray for you. Because if we leave the nation today to you, and you don't know what prayer is, and you don't know how to deal with human beings, you think it's just within you, you'll have a big challenge to lead that nation. So my sons and daughters, Elvis here was a very interesting man. He's an introvert, loved football and all that. But one thing I know, also loved many of his friends, that when you see one of them with trouble, with challenges of school fees, he'll come and say, Mom, you have to help. I know I have two now, a girl in Oderu somewhere, that we need to ensure they finish school. Those were Elvis's friends, sisters and all that. So for me, I just want to say, I want to thank God for the life he gave Elvis. I think after Mass, you always feel that indeed it is very painful. The most painful process in this process is when you walk into a hospital and you are told your son is going through a surgery of like 6 hours. And you walk into that ICU and you're told, and he's in an induced coma. And you ask God, okay, and then you have some very high hopes. And I know we had hopes with Olwoch, with Lesuda, with Gawanawanga, and many, Eva, Rosa, and many others, Mutinda, everyone, Veronica. We walked in there, we prayed like something, and we told God, no, he has to come back. Or you cannot just remove him from the road there, bring him here. So on Saturday, when Father came to look at Elvis, I went home. That night I was so troubled. And I could not sleep. And I prayed from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. non-stop. I knew Elvis is gone to heaven. So when the doctor came in, and on Sunday I went to church again, then I walked in at 4. I looked at the doctor, I listened to the words, and I told him, let this young man now just start whining out these drugs and everything. We want to see how he's doing, his organs, his everything. And we realized, yes, indeed, he had gone. And from that time, I told my God, now that you have given me this burden, you have to carry us. Carry us. And indeed, he has carried me because you all were the angels carrying us. Carrying us. We have arrived here by the grace of God, by those angels. We have no words. I have no words. I am indebted forever. I have nothing else I can give any of my friends. But one thing I can promise is an item of a prayer, that your children will be protected, especially the politicians. I want to tell you today in Kenya, a politician, you have no friend. Learn to love yourselves. Learn to forget about politics a bit and call each other somewhere and just have a meal and talk about your children. Talk about what is happening in your life. That is what we need to do. Because the only friend we have is a friend in Jesus. A friend who knows that when you wake up as a politician, you go through the same process. You are a human being. You go through the same process. You will have those who feel, Mheshimiwa, I am this. And we are all human. And so in the end, when you are down, is when you realize, I have to be so strong for my people of Dagoretti North, because I know they also look up to me. And they are wondering, yes, Muhesh, unaumia, but women ndio tunaona. So I have to be strong. And I always tell God, give me the strength to serve the people of Dagoretti North as you had wished us to serve our people in this country. So for me, my CSS, my governor, my minority leader, who I know has asked me not to call him here, I want to say thank you. My chair is super nice. I have nothing to tell you. My governor, Sakaja, I have nothing to tell you, but to pray for you that God will grant you favor to deliver this Nairobi. God will grant you that favor. My CS, my brother, my small brother, I know your heart, I know everything. As is to pray for you that that ministry you are running, God will step in and stand in for you, because that is the only person you have. Eva, Rosa, that when you step in Kasipul and Rosa in Kisumu West, find favor there. May people look at you, and when you touch everything, it blesses them and they feel they have a member of parliament. That is my prayer to all of you. My Nairobi team, my MCAs of Dagoretti North, may the Lord stand in the gap for your children, for your life, for your grace, because of Elvis. Because of Elvis. And my neighbors, we were to come and and my chief, who I normally tutarudi sisi wote basi tushukuru kwa niaba ya jamii hapa penzi ya Mungu. So for me, my brothers and sisters, this life, this young man has taught me, life is when you see it, do what is right, kesho haujui unaelekea wapi. My chair, you have done everything as our women rep in Kajiado. With your office, tunasema asante. Mheshimiwa Muse, tunasema asante. Yangu ni kusema